Welcome to the Bodhi Academy. My name is Amisha Kulaso, and in today's video, we will start with the chapter Simple Equations of Class 7, Chapter 4. Now, let's first see what do we know about equations. So, we know that an equation has a variable part and a solution part. It also has a left hand side and a right hand side. So now the word variable means that something can vary, that is change. A variable takes on different numerical values. Its values is not fixed. Variables are denoted usually by letters of the alphabet such as X, Y, Z, L, M, N, P, etc. From variables, we can form expressions. Now what we are saying is that say you have a simple equation saying 4x plus 5 equals to 9. So now in this what we are saying is this x which is there is our variable. And what we have said about this variable is that it can have any value or it can have different numerical values. Any fixed value as such. Okay, so now further from these variables we can form our expressions. Then further we can do different operations. Our basic operations we can do on these equations, that is we have addition, subtraction, and we can also do division. So now let us look what is an equation. Now, what equation is? An equation, there is always an equality sign. The equality sign shows that the value of the expression to the left of the sign is equal to the value of the expression to the right of the sign. So what does it mean is that an equation has, now the same example we'll look at, 4x plus 5 equals to 9. So what we are saying is that an equation always has a equal to sign. This is our equality sign. Okay. So this tells us what, and this 4x plus 5 is our LHS and this 9 is our RHS. Okay. So this is what a equation is, and this part is the solution. This x is the variable. Then we have the equality sign and we have the RHS sign. Now, things to be noted is that if there is some sign other than the equality sign between the LHS and the RHS, it is not an equation. So if there is no equality sign, if there is any other sign apart from the equality sign, then that does not make the equation. Now see, here they have said what? 4x plus 5 and 65. Is this the equality sign? No. So what this means is basically that 4x plus 5 is greater than 65. An equation. In short, an equation is a condition on a variable. The condition is that two expressions should have equal values. Note that at least one of the two expressions must contain the variable. Now what it means is that say you have 4x plus 5. Okay. And here what I put is say 65. Now after solving here this part, I should also get 65. 5. That is what it means. The condition is that the two expressions should have equal value. This LHS and RHS both should be equal to 65. And note that at least one of the two expressions must contain the variable. So here we have the variable. Either on one side there has to be one variable. Now let's look and try to solve some examples. So first example that we have is that the sum. So here what we have to basically do is they have given us a statement in words. We have to form the equation of this statements. Okay. So now let's look at the first one. What does the first one say? The sum of 3 times x and 11 is 32. So now when we say 3 times means it is 3 multiplied by something, and that something is what? X. So our equation first part will be 3x. Then what they have told? It is the sum. When we say sum, it is addition. So plus the sum of 3 times 3x and 11. So sum of 3x plus 11 is 32. So that is how we have to write our equations. Now let's look at the second. If you subtract 5 from 6 times a number, you get 7. So now what they are saying is that if you subtract 5 from 6 times. Now 6 times a number is what? A number means it is some variable. This thing we have to remember. A number means it is some kind of variable that is there. 6 times is 6 multiplied by a number is what? Variable, that is x. Or it can be any other variable, not only x it has to be. Then what it says, if you subtract this 5 from this 6x, so minus 5. So you will get what they are saying? 7. So this is our equation. Now let's look at the third one. 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. So what they are saying now? 1/4 of m, this part we have solved before. 1 upon 4 of m will be what? We say of, it is multiply. So 1 upon 4 into m. So it will be what? M upon 4. So here we can directly write m upon 4. Okay, of 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. So what they are saying here, it will be what? Answer is 7, and here you will get minus 3. So 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. And the last one is what? 1/3 of a number. So 1/3 of a number, when we say what it is? 1/3 of a number is what? Into some variable x. Then what we are saying? Plus we have to add 5 is 8. So this is basically x upon 3 plus 5 equals to 8. Understood? Now let's go ahead and see. Now here what they have done is they have directly given you the equation. We have to write the statements. So first one is what? So this we can simply write as what? There is x minus 5 equals to 9. So we can write 5 subtracted from a number or this doesn't have to be mentioned. You can just write 5 subtracted from a number gives 9. Okay, so that was the equation. Then second one says what? 5p is equal to 20. Now 5p we know this is what? It means basically 5 times p. So we say 5 times a number. A number is what? A variable. Say p gives 20. Okay. Now the third one. So third one is what? 3n plus 7 equals to 1. Again there is some 3 times. Okay, so 3 times a number. Okay, we'll write it like this now. 7 more plus 7 more 3 times a number gives 1. So what it means? 7 more is what? Plus 7. 3 times a number is 3n. So n here number is n gives 1. And then last what we have is a fraction. So fraction how we write? So 1/5 of a number, the number subtracted. Okay, here we'll write. We have to be careful, okay? In subtraction, you have to always write about the second digit first. So here we'll write 2 subtracted from from uh, 1/5 of a number gives 6. Okay, so this is how we can convert these expressions. This is how we can convert these expressions to statement forms and statements to expressions. Now let's move ahead and look at these ones. Now these are basically word problems. You have to derive a equation again. So now what they are telling here is that Raju's father's age is 5 years more than 3 times Raju's age. Raju's father is 44 years old. Set up an equation to find Raju's age. So now here what they have said, Raju's father's age is 5 years more. Okay. So there is somewhere. So we'll look Raju's father. Okay. So what they have said, it is 5 years more. So that will be what? Somewhere plus 5. Okay. Plus 5, then 3 times Raju's age. So 3 times will be what? 3 into some variable. Okay. And what they have told is Raju's father is 44 years old. So now this equation will be equal to what? 44. Now in this whole equation, then what is Raju's age basically? This variable. So this variable is Raju's age. Okay, so we have Raju and we have his father. We have his father here. So about his father, what we have said? That his age is what? 5 more 3 times, that is 3x of Raju's age. So 3 times of Raju's age is what? This is 3. Times is multiply and Raju's age is x. So 3x. So this x is basically Raju's age. So this will come here. This equals to 44. Now on solving this equation, we will find the value of x, that will be Raju's age. Now let's look at this one. So a shopkeeper sells mangoes in 2 types of boxes, one small and one large. A large box contains as many as 8 small boxes plus 4 loose mangoes. Set up an equation which gives the number of mangoes in each small box. The number of mangoes in a large box is given to be 100. So now what they have said, that a shopkeeper sells mangoes in 2 types of boxes. One is a small box and one is a larger box. So the large box, this box can contain as many as 8 small boxes plus it can have what? 4 loose mangoes, as in 4 mangoes can be just placed in that, okay, without the box. And what they have said, okay, so then what they said, set up an equation which gives the number of mangoes in each box. So here set up an equation, the number of mangoes in each small box will be given by what, say, m, okay. So the number of mangoes in the large box is given to be 100. So this entire box having these 8 small boxes plus 4 loose mangoes has total of 100 mangoes. Okay. So now we have to write the equation. So let the number of mangoes in each small box be, say, m now. So what they have said is that, so we can have 8 small boxes. So we'll say 8 boxes into m. 8 into number of mangoes plus it can have how many? 4 loose mangoes. And total will be how much they have said is 100. So 8m, 8 is what? Number of boxes. Okay. And this is number of mangoes. Give us 100 mangoes in one large box. Okay. So now let's look over here. So now what they have done here is that a equation is given to us and the value of x is given. Now we have to tell whether the equation is satisfied or not. Okay, so we have to just write yes or no. Now when I say satisfied, what does it mean? That on this side, the LHS side and the RHS side. The RHS side has 0. So if the equation is satisfied, then even on this side, x plus 3 should also give us answer as 0. Only then we can say that the equation is satisfied. If there is any other number on the LHS side, after solving x plus 3, if we get any other number than 0, then we say that the equation is not satisfied. So now see here, first we have to substitute this x equals to 3. So we'll write the equation. So x plus 3. So x is what? 3 plus 3 equals to 0. Now 3 plus 3 is what? Okay, we'll solve it in the side. So what I have said is x plus 3 equals to 0. Now x value is 3 here. So 3 plus 3 equals to 0. Now 3 plus 3 is what? 6 equals to 0. Now is the LHS and the RHS same? No. So in that case what we are going to say, that the equation is not satisfied. So no. Next see. Again x value is what? 0 plus 3 equal to 0. 0 plus 3 is how much? Again it is 3 equals to 0. Then again is the equation satisfied? No. Next see, it is x plus 3 equals to 0 and now x is minus 3. So what we'll get here is that we write minus 3 plus 3 equals to 0. Minus into plus is what? Minus. So 3 minus 3 is what? 0. Now you see LHS and RHS are equal. So in that case what we say is yes. So similar way, see here you have 7 and x minus 7 equals to 1. So now x value they have said is 7. So 7 minus 7 is what? 0 equals to 1. Is the equation satisfied? No. Then we have x minus 7 equals to 1 and x value is 8. So 8 minus 7 equals to 1. 8 minus 7 is what? 1. So here the equation is satisfied. So similarly we have to solve the rest of the. Okay, so that was it for today's video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Bodhi Academy.